Welcome back to our extremely hard Manor Lords series. I'm having a lot of fun with this one. And something pretty cool has happened. Manor Lords is now actually out in early access. I'm sure you're aware of this. It's like the top selling game on Steam right now. But if you're not, you should check it out if you're interested. If not, here's the video. Last time we had our first major battle, the Battle of Windmill Hill, where we brought in some mercenaries to defend ourselves against some brigands. We have these for another 18 days. I would like to make use of them while we have them. So the first thing I did when the video started there was I just gave them a move order to move up here. There is a brigand camp that I think they can make it to in time if they run, which they're going to have to do. And I would like to try and take these brigands out. So we're going to move them up there to do that. I have, at the end of the last video, reduced the taxes that we're putting on our town, which should hopefully help with our approval rating. We have one empty house at the moment, and I would like to just continue to build our population up so that we can start looking at some level 2 citizens. In order to get that running, we do also need to get our clay economy running, so we need to get a clay firing place, a clay potter, I think, up and running over here, which will let us get some clay tiles. We can upgrade our church and do a few other things. And we also have our iron mining situation under construction and ready to go here too. Our main thing, as always, is just waiting for more people to move into the town. But other stuff is ongoing. Because of the combat that we fought here last time, we now have 600 influence. We got a ton of influence from winning that fight. And if we can get another 400, we'll have enough to press a claim on another territory sector. And we can claim one of the ones around us here, and we set it up as an area that we can have as a farming town. So we can start producing food in another settlement and import it into this settlement, so we don't have to worry so much about spending so much time harvesting berries and wild animals to keep our people in this village fed. The other thing we really want to do is just keep pushing our trade, keep making a little bit of money off our treasury, and just prepare for the end game where we're going to have to try and take these territory sectors from our opponent. And we'll just keep going as long as we can. One thing I will say is I'm still using the press version of the game, and you can see here that our manor has disappeared. If I go into the castle planner, we can see it fine here, but if I close the castle planner, it does vanish. That is just a bug in the press version. I believe that has been fixed in the retail version, and obviously there's ongoing updates to the retail version. This is an early access game, but if you're wondering what's happened to our manor house, it is still there. We've just activated the predator cloaking system on it. Alright, these guys are moving forward. I'm going to fast forward until they get into position. I don't want them to be too tired, so we're probably going to stop them running around about here. They're definitely going to make it in time, so we can actually just walk them from this point on. Too fatigued to run, even though they are running. Let's tell them to stop running. Make sure no one here is running. Stop running. You stop running. Yeah, they've got very heavy fatigue, so we're just going to leave them here until they've had a chance to rest. A new bandit camp has spawned. So that's up in the top left-hand corner. So we do need to get on top of these bandits. We'll do what we can about them with our mercenaries while we have our mercenaries. And then eventually what we'll have to do, unfortunately, is... Well, not unfortunately, we'll have to raise our own... So make sure these guys aren't running yet. We'll just have to make sure we have our own levies that we can send out to deal with them. Everything in town is going pretty well. We're making a little bit of money off the iron. Everyone's living nicely. We just need to get new families moving in. We have... Has a family moved in here? No. We have one empty house here. And until someone moves into it, it's kind of just going to sit there and do nothing. One thing I did start to prepare last time is if I delete this road, I was going to put a house in this space here. What we'll do is we'll just connect this road like this. And we'll see if we can fit a house in here. We might as well get that under construction while we wait. So I can put the fronting here. That's not quite big enough. It can encroach on the manor house a little bit, but that's a little bit too much of an encroachment. What if I... Ugh, it's kind of auto... jumping. That'll work. We'll get a house in there. Just so there's something under construction in the town so that our idle people are doing something. It's a little bit more money. That's good. We have 9 days left on these units. The fatigue is built, is kind of recovered on them. We will walk them into position near the bandit camp. Once we get close, they're going to raise an army. And we'll position our units appropriately. There you go. The army has risen. It's only 16 bandits. It's less than we dealt with before. I think it's actually the same amount. Looks like they're running at us. So what I want to do is I want to get our archers just set up on the edge of the forest here as quickly as possible. And then we'll get our men in front. We'll just slow speed down a little bit for this attack. And then we can just dismiss the archers. They've got 6 days to win this battle, which should be fine. Looks like we're going to be a little bit tight on effective firing range. The trees are obviously going to protect these guys. We just need our archers to get... Well, the archers aren't actually in range yet, so that's not too much of a problem. As long as we get a decent amount of time to shoot at them, they are now going to start opening fire. I think the trees are going to protect them quite a lot. It's also uphill. It's not an ideal battlefield, but it's what we've got. Hopefully our professional soldiers are up for the challenge. We're going to hold our charge as long as we can, but we need to do it soon. A lot of these guys are getting killed. Let's charge now. And they've broken them instantly. Excellent. Okay, let's get our men over to clear the camp. And can we... I don't think we can dismiss them, but these guys are done. I'm just going to march them back to town to see what happens if that does happen. And we'll get our guys to come and clear this bandit camp. And that'll be another ton of influence for us. And a big chunk of regional wealth as well. All right. New burgages under construction. Obviously, the manor house is here, but invisible. I wonder if we add something to it. For instance, if we add a tower... or a wall. So if we get a couple some more stone, we could try adding a tower and see. What if I just commit? Okay, that gets him to rebuild it, which isn't exactly what I wanted, but I guess it gets it back. Does that mean they have to get all the supplies again? Oh dear. That's really bad. We now have minus 20 planks and minus 13 stone. So that's a bug we need to watch out for. That's not insurmountable. We need to get a family in the saw pit. We need to get a family in the stone mine. We can do that once the burgage is under construction. But we just need to watch out for that happening again. If we just check here, these guys are going to capture the bandit camp, and we should get a big income boost. And that's something we really need as well. We could also start buying things with our regional income if we want to. So we could start buying... While searching for the enemy belongings, you find a stash of goods. These could be sent to your people who surely need them, though it is your right to keep it. So I can send them to the town, or I can add them to my treasury. I don't think I need anything for the treasury right now, although it does mean we can hire mercenaries if we need to. So I think for the first slot, we will put it in our treasury. That means that we can now afford to keep the mercenaries if we want to, and we can also just afford to upgrade our units and increase the size of our retinue as well. We need to bring our retinue back into our territory to disband them, which is what I want to do right now. So we'll just get them to walk back. I'm not sure if it will auto-pay the mercenaries. I don't actually want to keep them. Can I disband them from here? Retinue customization, run to... Oh, that's retinue. Disband unit, yeah. I wanted to disband. I don't want to pay them. I don't want to spend the money on them right now. It's a good retinue to buy, though. Archers are great in the early game. Okay, we're looking at 64% approval. We've got a burgage plot completed. Let's get some stone mined. Just so that we've got some in our inventory. So that we can rebuild the manor house. Damn it. And we can do a few other things. And we're just waiting for our new family to move in. We've got 2 plots of land ready for them. I'm going to set this one up. Probably it's going to actually be, because it's near the marketplace, all these ones that are near the market are actually going to be upgraded to level 2 at some point. So I'm not going to spend any money on goats or anything here right now. But we need stone. I'll get about 20 stone in our inventory. I think that's probably safe. And we just need to wait for our retinue to get back into our territory before we can disband them. We'll go at times 12 speed until we've got a new family moved in. There's not much we can do until they do, unfortunately. That's new mercenary companies and a new month. We're up to 174 treasury, which is great. Really need a new family to move in, though. That's pretty pressing. A new family has started to move in. Fantastic. Okay, let's disband you as soon as we can. And then we'll get that new family doing something as well. They're not quite in the region yet. They are in the region now. We should be able to disband them. I need to select them again. There we go. So there's nothing's bad happened to them. They've just gone back to our manor house, which is, as we know, kind of half under construction. How much stone do we have at this point? I'll wait till we're not negative on stone. We'll get the new family working in the saw pit and produce planks. And then what we're going to do is we're going to keep producing stone until we can build a clay furnace, which we'll build near the clay pit, and we'll get 2 families to just produce enough clay tiles so that we can upgrade our church. The church requires 20 stone, 10 planks, and 10 clay tiles to upgrade, and it's something that level 2 citizens need as a requirement. So there's no point getting level 2 citizens until this is upgraded. The other thing we need, and I think I've started to buy it. No, I haven't. We also need to start trading for barley. I think it's barley. What is it that a brewer needs? I think is a brewer an upgrade, or is a brewer... I think a brewer is a house upgrade. Yes, they need malt. So we just start importing some malt. Because at the moment I don't think I can grow it anywhere. I think it comes under materials, linen, iron ore, herbs, malt. I want to start importing malt. Locked because, oh yeah, I want to import malt. And let's say, make sure we've got 10 malt. I'm not going to create a supply route for it. I just want there to be 10 malt kind of coming in. Are we producing any charcoal yet? We've got 1 charcoal, okay. Right, we now have enough stone. We need to start producing planks. That's fine. We have a family working in the logging camp. We don't. So we're actually going to run out of timber at some point. So we need to get on top of that as well. But we need to now produce, let's see, we need, how much stone does this need? We need 15 stone for the manor, and then we need another 5 stone for, oops, we're going to save. We need another 5 stone for the clay potter, and then we need another, on top of that, 20 stone for the wooden church. So they're just going to work there for a while. We do have another empty house, so hopefully a family will move into that empty house soon. We can get them maybe looking in the working in the logging camp. Looks like planks are coming in, stone is coming in. Let's speed up time again. And we should start to get on top of things. How is food looking? We have 26 meat, 25 berries, no eggs at the moment, which is interesting. That's another 30 from the trade, which is good. Actually, all of our regional wealth just disappeared, which I believe is because we must have bought barley. Yes, we bought the malt. So that's why regional wealth is important, because it's what your trading post uses to buy things from outside. And that's all the malt we need to actually start brewing. And brewing is important because we're going to need an inn to also make our citizens happy. The inn comes in under residential. Here it is here, the tavern. Costs 5 wood. It's a pretty large building. I might try and fit it in over here. We'll just get rid of this road. I want to keep it quite close to the city center. The other option is we move our tannery, which I actually think is probably the better shout. We'll move our tannery out here, and we'll put the inn here when it's time. Until then, though, we're just waiting for the resources we need. Okay, we're getting there on stone. I think I want to wait until we've got about 30 stone just spare before I move on to something else. Still no action family. That's 3 leather stolen by bandits. We need to do something about that. I would like to do that with our own troops, but we may just have to spend some treasury on more mercenaries to do something about it. Let's just play it by ear. What I would like to do as well is we can increase the size. No, I didn't mean to do that. We can increase the size of our retinue. I don't think I can customize them until they're on the battlefield. I think by paying 50 treasury, we can add more units to it, and I would like to make it max size because it's a very good unit. They're very powerful, especially because they've got good equipment, good armor, good swords, etc. They're much better than the levies you can put together, but you need the levies to support them. They can't do it all on their own. We're still at ×2 speed, just kind of waiting for another family to move in. Public opinion is pretty good. They're not liking the taxation, but honestly, the taxation is as low as I can get it. So we still have a positive income. How are we doing on stone? Up to 30 stone. That's more than enough stone for now. So let's, where are you? Let's select the stonecutter camp. Let's move them out of the stonecutter camp. We're going to have to get some wood. We're actually out of timber right now. So I'm going to get them to move over to the lumberyard. Our warehouse workers are going to have to start moving the stone down. Do we Sawpit also? I don't think we've got any timber. I think all the timber is gone to the manor house, so we do need the timber for the Sawpit to take into action. Don't do what I did and rebuild your manor. I thought that would bring it back to life, and it will, but it's going to have to double the resource cost. It just sets us back. We're just waiting for a new month for a new family to move in, basically. That's kind of the cycle. We're up to. We didn't actually get any influence for taking out that bandit camp. I just noticed. I was expecting to get more influence for that. That's unfortunate. We really need to get some influence going. We can get influence by donating food to the church. Let's see how that goes for a while. We have to wait till the manor house is constructed before we can do that. Yeah, the sawmill is now working, which is good. We've got people moving out to go get the stone as well. You can see there's a lot of movement along the road over here. A lot of movement along this road as well. I really like watching the people just wander around. It is such a cute game. It really is, just takes that. But I know I'm playing like a really stressful version, but this game really takes that relaxed box for me. It's a very relaxing game normally when you're not doing insanity like I am here. Just sometimes it's nice to like just turn off the interface, which is Control-C by the way if you pick the game up, and just take things in. I like how our town... Oh, now I don't remember doing it, but this road has been deleted again. Oh, I think it's when I deleted the road back here. So let's just rebuild this road. It's a very important road. In fact, can I just, like, line everything up to it? Just come back here. No, Click, 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 click. Oh, damn. And then we'll do click, click, click. There we go. That's it. Hopefully all lined up. I must have deleted that road when I deleted the road over here to fit this Burbage in. Burgage. Not Burbage. It's a Burgage. Not a Burgerage either. Right. Policies aren't available because the manor house hasn't been completed. Planks are slowly getting constructed. We've got more timber coming in as well. So we're getting back on top of that little issue. They're saying there's no families, unassigned families for the ox. Did we lose 7 firewood? That sucks. At the moment, we're not getting alerted to a bandit attack, which is good. It gives us a little bit of breathing room. things will get bigger as we upgrade our town. The attacks will get larger. We need more units to defend ourselves. I like having this little safety net of 174 treasury. That means we can hire pretty much any mercenary company we want to when they come up. And we can also look at upgrading the size of our retinue. I'll maybe say we keep a float of 150 treasury, and anything above that we used to upgrade our retinue. That's the only thing I can think of right now that I want to spend treasury on. New month should tick over soon, and we'll get another family, and then we can just keep working towards upgrading our town. Let's go to 12 speed while we wait. And just watch things tick over. What I would love is some little decorations to place around the town. That would be really nice. There are a couple, but I think they're placeholders at the moment. If we go into cosmetic, we can place down shrines and we can erase shrubbery. So there's not a lot we can do with them yet. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, we're on to near the end of April. On to May now. We should get a new family moving in soon. Yep, there we go. What we'll do now is we'll get a new burgage under construction, just so there's another spare one, so someone can move into it. What I think I'm actually going to do is I'd like to demolish the tannery and move it. So I'm going to demolish it. And we're going to build a new tannery. It's industry, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to build a new tannery here next to the hunting camp. And then we're going to build our inn here. I don't think we've got the resources for it yet. But this is the space for that. I don't know why I did that decision now, but that's been done. And then we'll maybe fit a new burgage into this space here. So we can do like, this is the front of the plot here. Actually, we'll do the front along here, and then we'll do like this, and that's not enough for an upgrade. We could do the whole area. I think that's a little bit overkill, honestly. Let's try this way. No, it's not. It's giving me another house, but it's not giving me a upgrade slot, which is what I actually want. I really like this system, but I tend to break it because of the weird things I want to do with it. That'll do. And we could maybe fit another one in next to it. Okay, that's another burgage under construction. So I want to get those two under construction. Why do we have two families unassigned? Because I demolished the tannery. So as soon as the tannery gets rebuilt, they can move in there. This is probably almost finished, just waiting for the stone to come, and we won't rebuild that again. That was a mistake. This only requires 5 timber, actually, so we could get it constructed soon, but I want to get the brewing done first, which means we need to upgrade 2 families to start with. We'll upgrade 1 family and get them to become bowyers, and then we'll upgrade another family and we'll get them to become the brewers. And we'll probably just put the brewers across the road from the inn. Cool, family members will join the settlers. That hurdy-gurdy makes me think of Dominions 3, which is a game I haven't played in a very long time, every time I hear it. Okay. Oh, I need to name the new residents as well. I should probably do that. Let's see, we've got new residents in here, I believe. Yeah, they need to be renamed, so just give me a second and I'll get them named. Took the time to name the people we've got moved in, so we now have Noib11, Dodoner, and Inimint. That's a good name. As well as Jackify and Miwe have moved into the town as well. So those are our new peasants. I will continue to name... There's a big car outside. I will continue to name members of our actual... not what they call, not the levy. Members of our retinue after people who've donated to the channel. Just to kind of reward them for supporting us that way. Now, how are we doing? So we've got our stone coming in, we've got our wood coming in, we've got the new place over here under construction. So we're just basically waiting for these constructions to complete before I give anyone else any jobs. So let's just speed time up. The big thing at the moment is just getting the ox to bring wood over. What I actually think I should do is assign one of these oxen to the logging camp permanently. So I will actually do that. I'm going to assign one of them to the logging camp permanently. Just means they always have... Oh, you've got nothing in your work area. Well, that's a little bit bad. That's because I set you to have a limited work area. So let's just move that to over here. So you actually have something to cut down. Same with the woodcutter's lodge. I know nobody is actually cutting down any wood right now, but let's make sure you have an area to work in. And the manor house is finally back in action. So what we can do here is we can actually raise... So this needs to go down... Oh, it's a 10% tax, okay. There's a tithe tax where we take excess food and give it to the church in return for influence. I'm going to set that to 1% for now, just to see how that ticks up. It's probably going to be terrible, but I don't want to take too much food away from our people either. New house is going up, which is great. That'll get us... Cool. And then we're just going to wait for the tannery to be constructed, and then I'm going to start construction on a clay... Well, I want to get some clay tiles built. What's this? I guess the new house that has nobody living in it, is unhappy that it hasn't got all of its amenities fulfilled. Well, they can just wait. I don't really care about them. All right, let's keep an eye on our influence and see how that starts to increase as we're now tithing food to the church. I don't think we have anyone. We do have some people hunting. Good. I was just wondering if we had any food income coming in, apart from like the vegetables and the chickens. But we do, which is great. Right, just waiting for the tannery to be built. Assigning an ox to this just means that they'll always have an ox available to bring wood back to the logging camp, which just means that the other one can be devoted just to construction, and it should just make things a little bit easier going forward. There you go, tannery's under construction now.
Well, perhaps it was simply a bad bet.
If I've got the wood for it, let's get the tavern built. We'll put it right here. It's going to take a while to build. This is built, so we'll add a family to it. And the other thing I want to build is under industry, I want a clay furnace up here. We'll put it right next to clay mine. And then at one point, we're going to need a family for both of those to get enough clay tiles to build ourselves a church upgrade. And then I think we've got all the basics that we need to start upgrading our families to level 2 without worrying about the increased demands causing us a spiral where we lose the game. Because that is something that could happen if we're not careful. So I'm just going to let time tick by. We're going to watch the tavern form itself. This is going to be a new hub for the town. We've got the church right next to the biggest vice in the town, which I think is pretty funny. Oh, do we need to still be producing planks? We do, because we're going to need 10 planks for the church. So we'll wait for one more lot of planks to be done, and then we're actually going to move this team out of the saw pit, because I don't need continual plank construction. There you go, we've got 10 planks. Let's move them out of here, and what we'll actually do is we'll get the family that we're working there to start mining clay. We're going to need a little bit of clay, so we can let them just get started on that. This is going to become a brewery. This is going to become a boiler. I'm not quite ready to upgrade them yet, but we will be upgrading them soon. It's very important to plan this carefully, because once we upgrade these 2 houses, the families living in them are going to leave our labor pool when we turn them into artisans. So we're actually going to be losing 2 families, which will sort of set us back a little bit. So we can't just go and upgrade all of our houses at once, or we won't have anyone to work our feet, work in the hunting camps, etc., work in the tannery, etc. We just need to be very, very careful about how quickly we upgrade these things. Approval is nicely high, which is great. I'm hoping that we'll start to see another family moving in quite soon. Once the tavern and the furnace are built, we will look at building another burgage as well. Tavern is looking pretty cute. We've got a stable, we've got a shed. This looks like the main tavern room. I like watching these buildings get built. Definitely turning into a little metropolis now. We've got a population of 40 people, which isn't huge. I know some people have got like 1,000 people in their regions, but I think considering how hard our start was, I'm pretty happy with how this is going. One of the things I was intending to do was to use the castle planner to build a wall all around our town. The developer of the game has come out on Twitter and expressly forbidden people do that because the game will not support it. There will apparently be a castle building tool in the future that will let you do that, so we're not going to be doing that because I don't want to crash the game or do something that the developer doesn't support and encourage bad habits. New policies available, that's fine. Waiting on wood here, I think. Yeah, there's only one log has actually arrived here so far. Here comes the ox. He has to come all the way around because, again, we can't, unfortunately, put a road here, which sucks. Do we have any clay or stone here yet? No stone. The storage here is actually getting quite full. How much to upgrade this? I think I'm actually going to upgrade our storehouse. And we need more room in it. It is getting a little bit cramped in our storehouse. And we need more things. A new family moved in. Excellent. So that's that burbage filling up. Let's build another one. Just always making sure you've got an empty house, because no one could move in if there's nowhere for them to live. If I just do this, oh, amazing. That's our new house there. A little bit of trade happening. Not that much iron moving through. Running a bit low on timber, but that's fine. I think they actually will set this to highest priority. We need to get this built ASAP. Because while they're building it, we can't move anything around. But we are starting to run out of storage room in our storehouse, so upgrading it makes sense. And I like this as well. I like that all the buildings just have upgrades available for them. Once we've got the church upgraded, and once we've got the tavern constructed, we will upgrade to level 2 citizens. And then we can start making bows. And once we've got bows under construction, we can raise our first levy, which will be a ranged unit. We'll need... Well, how much do we need for that, actually? A unit of archers is... It doesn't actually tell me here how big they are. I think it's about 40 people, but we can start with about 20 archers. I think we'll be fine. So once we get our first 20 bows done, I'll be pretty happy. We're into summer now, so we are getting ready for another winter. Food is a little bit low. We've got fuel for 6 months, food for 5 months. I think we're mostly looking at charcoal now. We will meet only 18 million, 22 berries, because we're not actually harvesting any berries right now. Someone stole some eggs as well, which isn't great. I'm a little bit worried about food for the next winter, but I think we'll be okay because we are producing a lot from this. If we get our next development point, will go to deep mining, but trapping is also a very useful one. We may need to pick trapping up first because we have there's a lot of iron here, which is not going to run out anytime soon, even though we're selling it. And it might just help us out if we can produce meat all the time from the hunting camp by having trapping, which is what that does. And we got a lot of leather, actually. We could start selling some leather as well. There's no point hanging on to that much leather. So I could... Oh, we need a route for leather. I don't want to spend... Do I want to spend 72? Yeah, let's establish a trade route for leather, and let's export it. What's full trade? Trade until desired surplus is released. Sell until support... Okay, yeah. So, we'll say... Just make sure there's always 20 in our inventory, and they can sell the rest of it. That should make us a lot of money. 20 leather should be more than enough to supply the needs of our town right now. Slight increase in influence. It's very slow, but since I'm concerned about food, I think that's okay. Storehouse is still waiting for... What are you waiting for? Waiting for the wooden logs. Let's just go into high speed while that's all happening. Tanners have rebuilt their clothing stall. Just need to wait for the ox to get all the wood here. This thing's taking a really weird route. It's coming along and around here. We'll just let him do his thing. How are we doing for clay? How much clay have we managed to get our hands on? I think it's in materials. I can't see clay. We've got 14 clay. That's probably enough to start us off. Let's get a team out of the clay. Let's get them on construction as well for now. In fact, no, I'm going to put a family on berry gathering while we still have berries available. Just build up our food stores. And construction is our main thing right now. We're just waiting for construction. Okay, that's another new month coming around. We don't have a house. Oh, we just made 300 off all of the leather we sold. That's a lot of regional wealth. That should give us a decent chunk in taxes as well. Somebody really wanted that leather. Okay, what are we waiting for here? We're just still waiting on the timber. It looks like they're still actually delivering stuff to the storehouse, which is great. I maybe shouldn't have assigned the ox to this, because there's only one ox now able to transport wood sort of to construction sites. But I can see him doing his thing in the background, so we should be fine. Still no threat of an attack, which is fine for us. We can just spend this time, a little bit of time getting ourselves ready. It's another save. Time's ticking fast. Time goes very fast when you've got it on super high speed, so it's taking a very, very long time to get this storehouse built. It only needs one more timber brought over to it, which is good. Oh, we're getting berries coming in now. We're a bit low on meat. There's a woof from the dog outside. She's been pretty chill today, so hopefully she's not going to start kicking off again. Are you almost done? Just waiting on that last log, which I'm hoping is coming soon. Firewood. We've got 10 charcoal now as well, which is really good. Here comes the last log, I think. Yeah, last log is coming. Now we can finish the upgraded storehouse. And the storehouse is now at level 2, which has tons of space in it, which is great. Alright, we're going to start working on these two places now. I actually want this to be high priority right now, because we need to get another family moving in soon. We've spent a lot of time going by without anyone moving in because we were building the storehouse upgrade. Okay, that's August ticked around without a new family, which sucks that we missed out on that. You can basically get one family a month if you're doing this at an okay rate, and we missed a family for July, I believe. It's not the end of the world, but it's not the greatest. Did I name the family that moved in here? No, I didn't. Okay. I'll quickly get them named then, and we'll see who's moving in. Okay, so we've got Freddie Firecaster, Don Vincenzo, and Eddie Edwards have moved into that burgage plot. And they should get on building this one ASAP. Let's just, again, I don't like spinning forward at 12 times speed too much because things get away from me, but 4 times speed is fine. You can still see the town grow. The big thing is we're obviously still waiting on the clay furnace to be constructed, and that will take a little bit of time because they have to move quite far. And then the clay will have to come back out. In fact, let's just cancel this. And we'll build it closer into town because they've already brought the clay to the storehouse, so there's no point in them going all the way out there for that. That's just stupid. Let's build it back here next to the sawmill. I really wish I could put a road here. It's just an unfortunate oversight on my behalf. Tavern needs one more timber. This burgage needs one more timber. But they are getting it built, which means we can at least get a family in there at some point. Our little market's looking cute. I think almost all the store sorts. There's only three free store locations, which is perfect because we can then build another store market somewhere out here, and we're not going to get everyone having to come here to get their stuff. You don't want your markets to get too large. If they get too large, everyone then has to come to the market. They won't build in the other markets until that market, your first market's full. So it's great to see that that is almost full and looking nice and cute. All right. They've got their last wood now. That's great. Here comes another merchant. Food is looking a bit better, although we're actually out of meat completely. Is there no animals left in the forest? I know what the problem is. They won't hunt if there's less than 10 animals, so we're just waiting for them to regenerate. I'm interested to see, don't seem to be producing a lot of eggs from our chickens. Okay, burgers is done. That's great. That means we've got room for another family to move in. Always want that to be the case. We'll probably get another burgage constructed once we've got these two buildings done. I would say the clay furnace is a higher priority than the tavern. So we'll get that built next. And then once that's built, we can actually start to produce clay tiles. We'll upgrade the church. As soon as the church is upgraded, we'll start upgrading these two plots into level 2 plots. That's like our next goal. Then we'll get a boyer. We'll start making bows. We'll get all of the civilians in the town armed with bows. And we can then levy an army to go and... God, your work area is empty again. You're just chopping down so much wood. You've actually got 20 logs. Have we got 20 timber? Yeah, you don't need to be working here right now. We don't need that much timber. But I will remember to change your work area to over here, just so that you do have somewhere to work when you do. We have tons of firewood, so the charcoal production is going ahead as fine. Okay. All good. It is August. We're getting into autumn. There you go. The clay furnace is constructed. Let's get that going. We need to get 10 clay tiles before we can upgrade the wooden church. We also need 10 planks. So we're going to get a family working in the saw pit as well, which just leaves one family left to construct the tavern, which is exactly as it should be. I've not actually really seen the clay pit in action before, but you can see they've got the two brick furnaces here, and then they're just filling them up with the clay and probably charcoal. I like the way you can actually see your people working in their little areas, and then they've got this area here to dry the tiles once they've been fired, which is cool. And then the saw pit obviously has the saw pit to it. Won't take too long to get those supplies ready. This, still waiting for its last piece of timber, but that's okay. It's a little bit of a run. Once they've built this, I'm actually going to get another burgage under construction. I think just making sure that we've got another one, like we're ahead of ourselves, is a good idea. Up to 70% approval, which I think is the highest it's been in a long time. But it looks like we're not going to get a family in August, unfortunately. It just maybe we built this burgage a little bit too late. How's food looking? Berries are going up, meat is going up. We've got 2 unhappy houses. So these guys down here, even though this wasn't anyone living in it, but what are they saying they can't get hold of? They can't get food. So the food store is not having enough food in it. That's not great, honestly. But I think we're going to sort that out now that we've got someone gathering berries as well as somebody here. We may need to get another family with chickens. Well, I guess we could overwrite that down the road. Let's get, can you have chickens? No, I think you can. You've got goats. Let's get you guys to have chickens, just so we've got another set of eggs being brought in. I think that will make life just a tad easier. Oh, is the tavern finished? The tavern has its last piece of wood, I think. Yeah. And we have a new family moving into that burgage, which is great. So we're going to need to name them. I'll wait till they've got their +1. That also means we need to site a new burgage, so we'll get that done now. I'm going to put it here next to the granary. Is that big enough? That's 2 houses. Let's come back to here and there. Perfect. I don't like it to be too square, so I actually like that that's a little bit off. Okay, another 2 families moving in. That definitely gives us the leeway to do this. Our tavern is constructed. That's brilliant. And do we have our clay tiles yet? We don't have our clay tiles yet. How are we looking? We have 9 clay tiles and we have 5 planks. So we're getting there on clay and planks. What else do we need right now? Okay, I think that means we've got our planks are on the way, because that means this has wood in it. And 9 roof tiles. Then we'll get the church upgraded, and then we will get our brewery, and we'll get our boiler. The brewery is more important than the boiler to start with, because we really need to get... oh, what's this? Work area is empty. Oh, okay. We no longer have any berries available because they don't stop producing, so we may as well unassign you. Food is now a concern, but we have 103. We've got apparently 4 months of food. It's because of fuel consumption. Let's actually get a family working in the Woodcutter's Lodge, just producing normal firewood as a backup. We've got quite a lot of spare families right now, just able to do their own thing. How are we doing on this? 10 planks, we don't need anyone working in the saw pit anymore. And we have our 11 roof tiles, so we can now upgrade our church to a small stone church. This is a huge moment. This is us now getting ready. Another bandit camp. How close is that one? That looks like a big camp. Okay, that's where we removed the other one before. We're definitely going to need to levy some soldiers soon to take these camps out, because they're starting to really put pressure on us. I don't think I can afford treasury to claim a territory, can I? No, I need 1,000 influence. That's the only way to claim it. We can spend this treasure on upgrading our retinue, though, which is what we will do when we're ready to move out. Okay, let's get speed moving forward again. As soon as this is under construction, we might as well actually upgrade this. Oh no, I want to upgrade this. We need 4. What do they need? Oh, they need 2 types of food. So we only have 1 type of food available at the moment. There are multiple types of food here, but they are not getting multiple types of food right now. They are, but I don't want them to be our brewer. I want these guys to be our brewer. We may just have to make these guys our brewer. So let's upgrade them to level 2. Because they need to start producing alcohol for us ASAP. And they are currently the family that's here, I believe, is our traders. So we will need to put a new family into the trading post once that's been upgraded. Okay, that's one of our spare burgage plots completed. A fire broke out. Rubble. Oh no. This never got constructed, I don't think. This is our bloomery. I don't know why our bloomery has caught fire, but our bloomery has caught fire in the middle of... it must have been struck by lightning, so we need to get that rebuilt. It's not an urgent requirement just yet, but we will need to get that sorted. Random fire in the middle of... I guess it's the lightning in September. I want to get our boar up done. Okay, bloomery's back up and running, even though there's nobody working in it. And we're harvesting vegetables, which is great. That's going to massively increase the amount of food we have available for us. Do you have 2 food yet? You don't. Okay, nothing we can do about that then. The church, I think, will be deconstructed and reconstructed once they've finished bringing everything over. They need 5 timber, another 2 stone. There's a lot of stuff to be moved over here. While this isn't working, actually, I will unassign the livestock. So that we've now got 2 oxen who can actually just bring things. That's a big one as well. How much wood do we actually... How much timber do we actually have? 15 timber. Okay, we've got a lot of timber. We also don't really need a family working here when there's no clay left over. So we'll unassign them from there. And I will actually assign a family to the bloomery to start producing iron. We're not going to assign anyone to the smithy at the moment because that just produces tools. And as far as I'm aware, there's no use for tools. But starting to produce some iron blooms means we can also get we can start looking at spears down the road. But the main thing is we want to produce warbows, which needs 4 planks. So that's actually something I need to get my hands around. And what does the brewer need? The brewer's already under construction. Cool. We have everything we need for the brewer. And you can see the church now getting rebuilt. Even though it hasn't got everything it needs yet, they will start the reconstruction. And really, there's just no point in upgrading to level 2 until you have this under construction, because the second you upgrade your house to level 2, they're going to start demanding it. That's our other burgage plot completed, so we've got more people open for construction available here. This is just waiting on 4 timber. That's right, we need to upgrade them to level 2 before. That's what we're waiting on. I like watching the way this gets built. It's very interesting. Let's just slow things down for a second. Take it easy. Just enjoy the game. It is so pretty. This church really just shows that our little civilization is growing. If you remember what we started with, we had so little, and now we're really looking at having so much more. Although the 4 months of firewood is concerning. Alright. Church is actually coming along really fast considering it still needs a lot of wood delivered to it. But I guess it's got everything else. Okay, we've got another new family, so I need to name them. Did I name this family? I don't think I did. No, they didn't finish getting named. As soon as we get the extra person moving in here, I will name them as well. Family member join. I think that's them full now. Nope, it must have been this one that had someone move into it. Yeah, okay, I'm going to get these people named, so bear with me. Okay, I remember that someone asked for an ox to be named after themselves, so we now have an ox. Oh, I thought I renamed it. Was it on this one? Oh, it didn't save the name. We'll try that again. So this should be Zach the ox. I maybe didn't press enter. Let's just check if that stayed if I reopen it. Yeah, nope, you can't name the ox. That sucks. But we do now have Hobbity Hares, Brad Boshenko, and Squall, as well as Caleb Johnson and Space Soup now living in our town. And look at the tower that church has. How magnificent does that look? Now we are looking like we are here to stay. We're no longer just hanging on the edge of survival. What we really need, though, is that other sector with farmland. That's really, really important. Okay. We're out of berries. Clay is actually not looking great. Stone is looking fine. We've got tons of iron. So we're maybe going to have to start selling iron blooms to trade for other things, which could be a thing we need to watch out for later. The good news is we can make this an infinite deposit using the using this development point here, deep mining. So if we need to, we can do that, but I'm hoping we don't have to. The church is just waiting for more wood to be delivered to it, as is this Burbage plot. Okay, we've got a firewood stall in construction as well. That might have been part of the problem, is that we didn't have a firewood stall because there mustn't be much room left in this marketplace. 2 stalls left. Alright. There's another plank got delivered to the church, so they'll do a little bit more construction on it. There's the roof tiles that we spent so much time making, now going into production. And there's another wooden log coming, and another one on the way. Actually, looks like this one's coming to this plot, which has one of the 4 it needs already delivered. And they'll get that upgraded, and that'll look really, really nice. And this will become our main street with all these really nice level 2 houses at some point. How are you doing? Are you actually getting your food requirements yet? Yes, you are. So I can upgrade this to level 2, which is what I will do, because I really want this house to be our brewery, rather than this house, since it's right next to the tavern, and it's of a decent size. And I feel like, you know, the people here would actually have, would be the brewers. I also think we need to now produce more logging. 4. Yeah, I think we need to get another team back on the logging camp, just so that we've got more timber, because timber is just your main resource. You keep digging into it so much. Trade continues to just slowly filter in. The church is almost done. It needs 2 more logs delivered. We lost 8 bandits. We're losing so much stuff to the bandits. We really need to get them dealt with. I could hire mercenaries. I'd rather do it with our own soldiers, to be honest. And then I'd rather spend the treasury that we have upgrading our retinue, making them more powerful, making them bigger. That's 3 of the 4 remaining logs that this house needs. Coming into winter soon. As long as we have enough firewood to get us through winter, we should be fine.
Don't be shy, good sirs and ladies.
How many planks do we have at this point? 10 planks should be enough for now. Let's take a family out of here, get them all in construction. I know that I have unassigned families. I want them constructing, and then they're going to have to step into the jobs that these 2 buildings were doing when they're free, basically. This should be almost finished. It just needs 1 more log, and we'll get our church back. I think people are now getting sad that they're not getting church access because the church is under construction. Here comes the ox with some more wood, I believe, for the church. Even when it's miserable and raining, the game looks beautiful. No, it's coming to this plot. So this plot will now be able to be finished. Let's speed up. Well, I'm leaving it at speed 2. I don't want to go faster than speed 2. You know, I could get a road in... No, I can't. I keep thinking I can get a road in here. I can't. I'd love to get a road in here, but I can't do it. Unless I want to move the storehouse. You can't move your storehouses because they have to move everything that's stored in the storehouse as well, and that's just never going to happen. We do now have some bloom getting stored here, though, so we're close to be able to get some spearmen, maybe, as our next retinue. Our next unit, sorry, next levy. I'm glad the rain has finally stopped. Okay, this Burbage is now level 2. I want to upgrade it to a boyer. To do that, I need 4 planks. Apparently, I don't have 4 planks available, but I thought I did. Is this just the 10 planks that are here? Maybe I do need a family working here, then. You can see how much nicer the level 2 house is. We've got proper roof tiles. We've obviously got a second story that's more useful. I wouldn't have put my outhouse right outside the door to my house, but, you know, you do you. I also just like the wood here as well. It's just probably finished wood. It's a nice upgrade. It also fits in nicely with our manor. I feel like these would be the houses that upgraded first. Someone's going to finish the church. The church is now finished. That's another 250 influence for completing our church. And here comes winter. So as long as we make it through this winter, we should be good. We're down to 19 building materials because we've gone through a lot of stuff that we built up. That's all of our planks gone. So yeah, we need another 4 planks before we can upgrade this. You can see here they need tavern supply and they need 2 types of clothes. So I'm going to need another person upgraded, and I think they can produce shoes from leather. I'm hoping. Or cloaks from leather. I think we might get a tailor's workshop as well. So I'm going to have to upgrade another plot here to level 2 so we can get clothes being made as well. Because we need 2 types of clothes to make these people happy. So I need to check that at the moment, we still have families working in these places. But as soon as we start upgrading these buildings, we're going to lose them. And that's going to be something we need to... Oh, we've got another family moving into this burgage. Let's get another one under construction. I'm going to build it... in this spot here. I think I might be able to get fit 2 in here, maybe? No. What if I do this? Just what's it going to make for me if I do this? That's 2, but I don't have enough. Okay, I can fit 2 in here if I get some more timber. So that's fine. We'll just wait for the timber to come through. We'll need to name these people. I will just hold on that for the moment. I want to start getting these upgraded first. So we need planks, which we're waiting on a sawmill. We're down to 2 months of fuel. Do I need to get another family working at the Woodcutter's Lodge? I think we've got a really high demand on wood. Let's just get another family working in here. I'm a little bit worried that we're going to run out of firewood, and that's going to be really bad for us if that happens. Okay, we got a new development point. The question is, do we spend the development point on trapping to get continual meat, or do we need to get deep mining now? I'm going to hold on spending this development point for the moment. We're just going to see how we go. We have a lot of treasure available to us, which is really good. We've got new music as well because we're now a level 2 town, which is nice to hear. Okay, this is all under construction. Do we have our planks yet? Still no planks. So this is going to be our first upgrade. It's going to be a brewer's hut when we get 5 planks. Then we're going to turn this into a boyer's when we got 4 planks, and then we're going to turn this into a clothing workshop once we've got another 5 planks. So we're just waiting on planks right now. I think we're probably waiting on a piece of wood being delivered to the saw pit because we've got such a heavy demand on timber going to other places. This is fun music. Is that all you are worried about? Tavern supply and clothing stall. That's pretty good. I'd like you to take this to here, please. And not to here, but whatever. Okay, so fresh as... Okay, that's up to level 2. I'm going to fast forward until this is ready. Okay, here comes another piece of wood. It's not going to the sawmill still. Come into here. We need some wood delivered to the sawmill, please. That's pretty imperative. Okay, no, that wasn't wood being delivered to the saw pit either. That might be wood coming to the saw pit. Nope, coming to the construction site. Another fire broke out. Oh, we've got 2 fires. Oh, hang on. That fire, did that hit our granary? No, it hit this Burbage plot. That sucks. Okay, they have to rebuild that. They are rebuilding it. I hope we don't lose the construction of it. That's what happens when you go to high speed. At least the whole town didn't burn down. Okay, this is now going to be finished in a second. We still don't have any planks. I don't think. Nope, still don't have any planks. So we're not constructing anything else until we get these planks built. I like that they've all got slightly different designs as well. Just adds to the extra. Okay, why are you all unhappy? You're unhappy. I know why you're unhappy. You guys are probably unhappy because you're far away, yeah. You're just not getting to the food store quick enough for there to be food to buy. That will change as other people get their food. We now have a log in here. I think we now have timber. So first thing we need to upgrade is you need to build the brewery extension. And we need to assign a family to work in the tavern. And then our next set of planks is going to go to a bowyer's workshop. But at the moment we only have 5 planks. I don't know why we can't do this. 4 planks, 5 planks. Not sure why it's not letting us do this right now, but we'll maybe wait till we've got some more planks and see what happens. It could also just be that they're unhappy about the fact they're not getting breweries. How much room do we have here? 1 store location for another clothing stall. Okay, we may need to rebuild this slightly. Oh yes, I forgot you could do that. That does help life out a lot, doesn't it? That's tab, by the way, to see this. Actually, I don't know what brought this view on. Because I know you can hold down tab to see this view. But I'm not sure how I got this view here. That's a good view. I've lost it. Okay, I need to find out how to get that view back, because that was a really useful view. We'll have to look that up. Anyway. Brewery extension. Is this done? Yeah, it's now a brewery, and we now have the back room where they are going to be brewing the alcohol. So they're now creating... unfortunately, I can't, like... It's a bit hard to check what they're doing. We've got a group in the tannery here as well. Once we get this place upgraded, we're going to lose our traders, so we'll need to replace them. I still can't upgrade this, and we don't have no planks, okay. So those planks must have been taken somewhere else. This is all back in action, which is great. It's now snowing, so we've now hit winter number 2, so we're just going through an entire year in this video. This is probably where I'm going to leave it off. I know we didn't have that many exciting fights in this one, but next time is when we're going to kick off the fighting. Once we get these, finish upgrading these and get going with that. I think that's enough for this video, though. It's been long enough. I hope you're still enjoying Manor Lords. I certainly am. I'm going to keep working away at it. Other stuff coming to the channel as well. So let me know what you want to see. I'm still working on Nebulous. I'm still working on High Fleet. We've obviously got Unicorn Overlord streams, Terra Invicta streams, and we've got Xenonauts 2 as our main video. I'm probably going to end this series before too long. Like, we're going to do as much as we can. I don't want to get too deep into it. And then we'll revisit the game as it gets updates. We have raiders coming. Well, that's definitely something to look forward to for next time. We've got raiders on the way. Let's see what they are. I don't want the time to go too fast, but I want to see what the raiders look like when they arrive on the map. Can we see them? There they are. It's just a unit of brigands. Okay, I was worried it was going to be more. Is it just 1 unit of brigands, or is it going to be 2? Just 1 unit of brigands. So that's our mission for next time. We're going to have to defend ourselves against those incoming brigands. And we're going to have to finish just getting the rest of the town happy and up and running. But for now, I'm going to leave it from there. We're definitely making excellent inroads into the game. We're doing really, really well from our really difficult start. And I will see you in the next video. But for now, ciao for now. I'll catch you later. Don't forget to let me know what you think about this in the comments to get your name as a peasant. See you later. Ciao.